Chosen One stands on the edge of a destiny so powerful that nations themselves begin to shift in recognition of their rising significance. In this universe, countries rearrange strategies, alliances tilt, and an $800 billion accord waits in quiet anticipation, destined for the emergence of a single extraordinary figure. World leaders and legendary magnates uncover a hidden truth. The Chosen One carries a rare spiritual signature that sets them apart from all others. Whispered reports from elite circles confirm what few dared to imagine: that this individual embodies a holiness capable of reshaping the very structure of global order. As the story unfolds, symbolic debts vanish, gates of influence open, and the Chosen One is elevated into the highest registry of an elite order that governs the fabric of this imagined world. Before we continue this life-changing revelation, take a moment to do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 60,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This small act sends a signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of what is about to unfold. In this saga, the Chosen One is regarded as a universal blessing, a figure whose presence alters destiny itself, even as powerful elites attempt to claim the sacred position they now represent. The Chosen One rises beyond mortal limits, stepping into a role of cosmic leadership, a new guiding force in a newly awakened realm. From the farthest corners of the globe, whispers began to circulate, whispers of a figure whose presence would change the balance of power. Countries once entrenched in rivalry and conflict started to reconsider old alliances. Suddenly, strategic decisions weren't just about politics or profit. They were about honoring a destiny far greater than any human plan. Nations began to shift their priorities, recognizing that some forces are bigger than borders, bigger than governments, and bigger than ego. It was as if invisible hands orchestrated a cosmic alignment. Treaties were revisited, trade agreements restructured, and high-level summits now carried an undercurrent of reverence rather than negotiation. Leaders, analysts, and diplomats alike sensed the emergence of a singular force whose impact could redefine global stability. Entire nations began to move, not just for strategic advantage, but in awe of the unseen significance that now shaped their decisions. The world watched in quiet disbelief as unprecedented cooperation emerged. Rival leaders met not for power struggles, but to acknowledge the presence of someone whose influence transcended politics. Historians would later note that this was a turning point, the moment when the world recognized that true leadership sometimes isn't earned through conquest or wealth, but through innate spiritual significance. Every public statement, every global broadcast subtly shifted. Headlines began to echo the same sentiment: a new force emerges. And while the people of the world debated what this meant for their daily lives, the elite knew this was no ordinary human. This was someone destined to unite, transform, and inspire beyond imagination. By the time the first major summit acknowledged this presence openly, the atmosphere was electric. Flags fluttered in unusual harmony, treaties were quietly fast-tracked, and even skeptics could feel the pulse of a new era. The world, consciously or unconsciously, was stepping aside to allow the chosen path to unfold, recognizing that this was more than a political moment. It was the dawn of destiny. Across oceans and continents, a monumental payback began to ripple through society. This was not merely financial, it was cosmic justice. Old debts, long-held grievances, and unfulfilled promises dissolved almost magically, as if the universe itself had decided it was time for equilibrium. Every corner of life, from personal relationships to global finance, seemed touched by an unseen hand ready to correct the scales. Stories emerged from every continent, entrepreneurs suddenly finding opportunities that had eluded them for years, communities receiving aid from unlikely sources, and entire industries discovering hidden wealth or resources. People began to talk about the time when the world paid its debt, yet no one could fully explain why or how. The collective sense of balance wasn't just symbolic. It became tangible, shaping the course of events and rewriting what was possible. Even skeptics noticed strange coincidences aligning in unexpected ways. Projects previously thought impossible began to succeed effortlessly. Decisions that once required months of effort now unfolded smoothly, almost as if destiny itself was granting permission. Across cities and nations, the undercurrent of anticipation grew, and those with eyes to see realized this was no random chance. This was a universal recompense for one chosen individual whose struggles had long been unnoticed. And amidst this cosmic rebalancing, the chosen one remained a silent force at the center, embodying patience, integrity, and quiet power. Every ripple in society echoed the truth. When the world recognizes someone of unparalleled value, even continents will bend, agreements will align, and the universe itself conspires to honor what is due. A staggering sum, 800 billion, lay waiting not as a prize but as a testament to long overlooked merit. This was wealth beyond imagination, a fortune not just of money but of influence.